Hello and welcome everyone. Thank you so much for joining our special fundraising virtual event for O2 for India. All of us here at A Saved a Life, the nonprofit organization that is organizing this event, are really happy and excited to be able to share this special moment with all of you. Not only because we have some wonderful artists and speakers, as well as powerful footage from the field here in India, but because by coming together in this way, it's also an opportunity for us to show our solidarity and support for those who are less fortunate than we are. There are those who are suffering and who are in dire need of help. So by coming together like this, we can be part of the solution. According to yesterday's Guardian newspaper, India is now one of the countries around the world whose health system faces total collapse due to severe oxygen shortages. The second wave of COVID-19 is more contagious and deadlier than the first, and India is unable to face this new crisis alone. India urgently needs critical medical equipment and supplies right now. With all these tragedies, it's difficult to know what to do and how to help in a concrete way. But I believe that we can make a difference by standing together, coming together, helping each other as one family. I really do appreciate your kindness, generosity, and presence here tonight, for giving your time to help others in need. All of you, all the people here right now, currently on Zoom, and those who will soon be offering their support. Just by being here together from all over the world, each one of you is helping. You can say to yourselves, I saved a life. So please, enjoy the show dedicated to India. We love you, India, and we are standing with you. Thank you.
whoever hears this mantra chants it, visualizes it. Receive the blessing of Avalokiteshvara. Hi Deshidele, this is Ndruk Mojal from Tibet.
Hi, I am Josep Perits from Estonia.
We're here to support O2 for India by offering you 3 mantras and prayers from Tibetan Buddhist tradition. Hopefully, even though you're far away from what's happening in India, but you can still be aware of their situation and support them.
गाड़ी में चाहे किसी पे भी आओ, मानवता की यहाँ सेवा कर रहे हैं कि हमें जिंदगी बचा दो। आप छोड़ दो, सीट छोड़ दो, लेके जाओ पीला लेवल चेक करो।
The biggest challenge is oxygen and oxygen. We have 2,000-3,000 beds, but hardly I'm able to provide oxygen on 300 or 400 beds, not more than that, because cylinders are not available.
Hello everyone, I'm Gomu Tulku and I'm the founder and president of I Saved a Life, and we're organizing this O2 for India virtual fundraising event. India is currently going through a second wave of COVID-19 with 250,000 daily cases and more than 300,000 deaths since the inception of the pandemic. Data shows that this new variant of COVID-19 has proven to be far more deadly and contagious. Also, this ongoing crisis has brought all sorts of setbacks, such as hospitals running out of beds, people desperately waiting for treatment, and lack of access to critical medical supplies. And in the midst of all of this, India is running out of oxygen. This is why our organization felt the need to step up and help India to overcome this and do whatever we can to save lives. So, to address this emergency, we are right now in the process of procuring oxygen concentrators as a priority to help treat patients at an early stage. So this would definitely save lives. We also have a list of medical equipment sent to us and reviewed by Dr. Francesco La Rocca and his team of doctors from Italy, and Dr. Tibetan Central from India. Something to note, this equipment will not only help COVID patients, but it will also help nurses, doctors, and health workers who are in dire need of medical supplies. We plan to import these medical supplies primarily from Europe and Asia, and we'll be working closely with the Tibetan Department of Health to distribute to the places that have been heavily impacted by this pandemic. If you ask me when, well, the quicker we're able to raise funds, the sooner we can deliver.
Hi everyone, I am really glad to be a part of a great initiative by I Saved a Life. Everyone knows what hard time we all are going through because of this pandemic, and I think we really need motivation to get through the day, because every time you switch on the TV or you are on social media, you are only listening to or watching the news, which is really which is painful. So we can do what we can do, and we shall do it, because such times call for something, call for our duty towards our people, our nation. सच्ची प्यार त्यारा रूप देख के लोग जाएंगे ना, माया बनेंगे ना, लोग जाएंगे ना, माया बनेंगे ना। तू दिखा दे जनी दुनियावी, तू दिखा दे जनी दुनियावी, सच्ची प्यार सॉन्ग जब होने न छुई रूपा के पहले त्यार हो त्यारा रूप देख के, हो त्यारा रूप देख के लोग जाएंगे ना, माया बनेंगे ना, लोग जाएंगे ना, माया बनेंगे ना। बेचारा डाई डालियों मां जलने लगे ना, फूल बेचारा डाई डालियों मां जलने लगे ना, भौरा ते देखी देख के नौन लगे ना, भौरा ते देखी देख के नौन लगे ना, नौन लगे ना, तेरी ज्योति देख के, हो तेरी ज्योति देख के फूल सर में गे ना, बराबर में गेना, फूल सर में गेना, बराबर में गेना। तू दिखा दे जनी दुनियावी, तू दिखा दे जनी दुनियावी, सच्ची प्यारा सॉन्ग जब होंदे न छुई रूपा के पहले त्यार हो त्यारा रूप देख के, हो त्यारा रूप देख के लोग जाएंगे ना, माया बनेंगे ना, लोग जाएंगे ना, माया बनेंगे ना।
My name is Tsiten Dorji Sanutsang, and I am the Chief Medical Officer of the Delic Hospital here in Dharamsala. I'm also one of the personal physicians to His Holiness, and there are several personal physicians, and I'm the allopathic physician to His Holiness. In terms of assistance right now, I think the best way one could help is just two ways. One is either providing funding directly to, for instance, the health department to say buy and purchase things from India itself, where there are some things that can be bought in India, should be bought in India. It will save all the freight charges and all the complications of going through customs, et cetera, et cetera. So that is one way of providing funding, providing assistance. The other way is to provide supplies. For instance, it was hard to obtain concentrators because it was in such high demand. So purchasing, concentrators and sending them over to India would also be an option. So there are multiple, which are not just medical issues, but there are serious social and emotional problems that are involved in this this pandemic, which is very, very sad to see. Basically, I've seen where a family of a wife and husband and son went into the hospital, all had COVID, and all were in the ICU, and only one family member survives. And when they come out of it, what was a family of three has become a family of one. Very sad, very sad situation. I just would like to say that when it comes to such a crisis like this, just as His Holiness had said, we suddenly start losing our secondary differences. And then we start seeing everyone just like ourselves, that, when we suffer, there's no difference whether you're in Europe or America or India. It's just that it's a human suffering, It's when we are relaxed and when we are in luxurious surroundings, then we start coming up with all the different, secondary differences amongst ourselves, So I think this is, in a way, the flip side of this pandemic is really seeing each one of us just like ourselves, that we are basically the same and we are no different. And if we lose one of our close family members or close friend, we suffer just like somebody, whether it's in India, Italy, Europe, wherever in America, it's the same. So I think it just makes us feel closer to each other. And I want to thank Komodo Rinpoche's organization to take this initiative, and I hope it will be a successful, venture. And I can't define what that success is, but I think at least what I can initially say is that the intention behind definitely is we're going to take this a long way through, definitely.
We can't sleep without serving them. This is my soul. My soul doesn't allow me to go and sleep if I'm having gas here. It's very painful. After having sufficient supply, we are not able to save people.
क्लिनिक पे?
Yes, sir.
हाँ, मुझे एक्चुअली आपका ऑक्सीजन सिलेंडर चाहिए था वरदान की तरफ।
Sir, that is not available. That is out of stock.
अवेलेबल है?
Yes, sir. I am receiving around 5,000 calls per day. Every time I am receiving the inbox, I need the oxygen. I can't say because I cannot provide to every person that I am receiving the oxygen, and I can't supply it to every person. If the hospital demands 60 cylinders per day, I am giving them 10, 15. It's really risky for them.
Please don't forget to support I Saved a Life. Make the difference. Make the difference in this society. Make the difference in our world. We need it. And the world will be better. Thank you.
Tashi to all. My name is Tsering, and I'm working at the Department of Health Central Tibetan Administration, which is based in Dharamshala, India, North India. So my role is basically to fundraise for the COVID project in India for the Tibetan refugees in India. The situation is really very sad, and we are seeing in some of the settlements, the people, we get to hear that every day one people is, passing away. So that is really sometimes when we get a data from the settlements, it's really tough to tough to, I don't know how to say, it's very difficult to express. So oxygen concentrator would be very helpful. And then there's called the N95 mask, for especially for the health workers, because we have around 200 health workers in the settlements. They are actively working, but they need a full protection. There are some situation we have 5 nurses, but 3 nurses are getting positive. They are infected, and only 2 nurses are working for 2 weeks. It's really overburden to them, and so for their protection, N95 is really very helpful, and that's why we need the N95 mask. And on top of it, for the patients and the critical patient, it would be nice if we have a pulse oximeter, thermometers, and then BiPAP machines, the what called a mini ventilator. The BiPAP machines would be very, very helpful. We are seeing so many deaths, so many problems, but at this time, your organization has come forward and is encouraging us. It's supporting us. It's a big inspiration. It's a big emotionally, it's a big support. What I think is that the coronavirus, it's very, very what call unbiased. It affects everyone equally, irrespective of countries, race, religion, and everything. Similarly, to overcome this crisis, we as a human being should come together, should look beyond the differences, and should help everyone how much ever you can, in what capacity you have. You should always help others. Then only we can overcome this challenge or this crisis.
घर के लिए दे दो, घर में क्वारंटाइन कर लेंगे और क्या करेंगे।
ये टैब 30 में दिया हुआ है ना।
डॉक्टर से, कौन से डॉक्टर से कहाँ पे बात करें बताओ।
ओके थैंक यू।
Hi, my name is Surabhi Tandon. I'm a video journalist and a documentary filmmaker based in Goa in India. I've been reporting on the second wave of the pandemic in India for about a month now, and I've covered New Delhi, parts of Haryana, and parts of Uttar Pradesh in North India. I worked on reporting this second wave for about 3 weeks without taking a break. I've covered a lot of difficult situations in my career as a reporter, but I don't think anything prepared me for what I saw in the last month. It's also been much closer to home this time because not only was I sick with the virus in early April, but I've also seen a lot of friends and family deal with it. I've seen the death of colleagues, of parents, of friends, of old acquaintances. So it's really hit close to home for a lot of people this time. This new wave of COVID in India brought sickness and death at a scale that no one imagined. Officially, we've been saying 3,000 to 4,000 deaths per day, but that's a hugely underreported figure. I have seen crematoriums and graveyards where people were losing count of bodies that were coming in. Emergency rooms were overflowing. Till date, we continue to have an acute shortage of ICU beds, ventilators, oxygen cylinders for people. And most of all, perhaps what is the scariest right now is that we don't exactly know the scale of the sickness, the scale of the virus as it spreads from urban to rural India. Practically, of course, a lot of people in India require financial help because the pandemic has not just affected the sick, but the lockdowns have also devastated the livelihoods of millions of people in this country. From a health and medical point of view, of course, we need more medicines, oxygen cylinders, ventilators. But from my experience of speaking with doctors and nurses, I think what a lot of them feel is what we are really short of is trained staff to deal with the scale of the sickness and the number of patients we have. And probably that's where the international community could really step in, even though that's much harder to do. I also think that in times like this, it's very important to hold on to hope, to remember that we're all in this together. So countries and governments really need to cooperate to find a global solution and not just think of the citizens of their country at the moment. And events like this that enable us to come together across national boundaries, across religious, cultural, racial differences really remind us that we're in this together. So thank you for organizing this and thank you for allowing me to give my 2 bits to it.
They'll tell you that memories are forever, that hearts can bend and take a heavy toll. But the nights and days I spend with you together, they mold into the fabric of the soul. And it's hard to say I'm reeling from the thoughts that I am feeling. I'm the age-old restless lover at dusk. a newborn with all the knowledge of tomorrow. That everything was better, that everything was better in the past. Well, I wander through the alleyways of the old town. My mind it plays the reels of a film long gone. 'Cause the nights and days I spend with you together, one day, baby, gonna leave all them behind. Well, it's hard to say I'm reeling from thoughts that I am feeling in this age when they're bringing it all down. I'm the useless 21st century piece of me. I'm the lover lost and forlorn on the street. 'Cause everything was better in the past. Everything was better. Everything was better in the past. Ooh, everything was better in the past. In the past.
That was Better in the Past from Foreign Lands EP 2021. Thank you very much for I Saved a Life for having me, for inviting me to be involved with this great cause. Do get behind the cause and donate and support it and share it on your socials, and hopefully by doing this we can make a change for the good and see an improvement to the awful situation currently in India. Thank you very much.
I was born into a refugee family, and at the age of 3, I was recognized as the reincarnation of the 22nd Gomutuku by His Holiness the Dalai Lama. Soon afterwards, I moved to live in a Tibetan Buddhist monastery in South India, along with 6,000 other monks. And for the next 12 years, I would make India my home. During those years, I lived side by side with our neighboring Indian villagers, so I know well the living conditions of people from rural India. But also, growing up amongst thousands of Tibetan refugees, I knew the struggle that most of our sisters and brothers were going through, such as, crossing the Himalayan mountains for weeks, losing friends and loved ones in the thick snow, getting shot by the border patrols. These were some of the many stories I would hear on a regular basis as a child. The one amazing thing that I learned growing up within the Tibetan settlement was to see all these international organizations and charities supporting our refugees. My first-hand experience showed me the impact that their actions had on changing people's lives. Things were being developed, the younger generation getting proper education. It was having a genuine impact across the board. So I quickly understood the benefits from these organizations, and I wanted to, be part of that. I wanted to do my part. That's why I started I Saved a Life with the mission to provide healthy living and better education for refugees and those in need all around the world.
yourself first, your family members, people around you, and most importantly, donate as much as you can to I Saved a Life, so that the great initiative that they have taken up, they can, help everyone around as much as they can. Thank you so much.
क्या इन्होंने कोई एम्बुलेंसेस बनाई? क्या इन्होंने ऑक्सीजन के प्लांट लगाए?
Next prayer is the prayer of 4 verses that is dedicated to the practice of Mahamudra. May the ocean of suffering be dried.
Hi, my name is Filippo Scianna and I'm the president of the Italian Buddhist Union. And on behalf of this organization, I want to share with you the fact that we decided to support I Save the Life organization and Gomu Tulku, and we want to express our deepest thanks for their efforts in order to help poor people in India, people that are suffering due to the pandemic. So we are very close to I Save the Life. We are very close in general to all the Indian people, the doctors, the nurses, and the people they're suffering directly or indirectly, like parents, friends, daughters, and so on. And Italian Buddhist Union also decided to help and to support I Save the Life, also because we are in a big debt with India due to the fact that, due to its spiritual tradition, the fact that many of our teachers, they are coming from India. So really thanks to Gomu Tulku, his courage, his very good heart, and we are here only to, in some way, to repay his kindness and the kindness in general of India. And please, I want to ask all the people that are seeing this video, all the people that are in contact with I Save the Life organization, now it's time to do something. It's time to do something now. Now it's time to practice generosity. Now it's time to help these people. So please help I Save the Life organization. If we are in a great amount of people, then we can do something really useful. Thank you so much.
Old pirates, yes, they roll by. So die from the merchant ship. Minutes after they roll by. From the bottomless pit. But my hand was made strong by the hand of the Almighty. For this generation triumphantly, want you have to sing the songs of freedom. Is all I ever had. Redemption song. Redemption song. Protect yourself from mental slavery. Hack yourself, can free your mind. Don't be fear about atomic energy. None of them can stop the time. How long they kill our prophets? Why we stay aside and look? I just think it's a part of it. Bring on and feel full the fool. Want you have to see the songs of freedom. Is all I ever had. Redemption songs. Redemption songs. Oh no, redemption songs. Oh no, redemption songs.
India was my home for more than 12 years, and for 62 years, India has been so kind to offer a home to Tibetan refugees. So I wanted to do my part in repaying its kindness, and the way I'm doing it is by initiating projects to support Indians in rural areas who have limited access to basic necessities. Our main campaign, which we began last year, is called Almsgiving, and our goal is to provide basic necessities to over 100,000 families in need. Our current target location is India, and we have reached more than 10,000 people, with another 40,000 people that are receiving these mask packs. So a total of 700,000 masks are being distributed as we speak, and another 25,000 N95 masks to nurses, doctors, and frontline workers. So being able to be part of the solution, it's a blessing for all of us.
Running with the wind, flying high, higher than an eagle, hear Icarus sigh. Rising with the sun to satisfy my needs and yearnings, feel Isis cry. You can shine. Running in circles will bring you to a standstill. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And slow my feet till I could hear my heart beat. I heard it whisper like the fly from a seed, with the sun in your heart, you're all you need. You can shine. Running in circles will bring you to a standstill. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You can shine. Just hold a straight line. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Running in circles will bring you to a standstill. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Hey, yeah, 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 yeah. Hey, yeah, 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 yeah. You can shine. You can shine.
सब जगह कर रहे हैं बच्चे, अब ये लगाओ मास्क, लगा लगा, इसके सेंटर में हाथ मत लगाओ।
Doctors on road
Medicine Buddha, great Medicine Buddha, King of realization, please bless us, please heal all sentient beings.
Thank you all for attending the O2 for India virtual live event. I would like to thank all the artists, Drumo Yal, Omar Pedrini, Sharu Samuel, Alberto Fortes, Louis Ramagu, and Vicky Burke for their kindness, generosity, and dedication to the people who really need the support now in India. I would like to also thank our ISAL team, Anna, Victoria, Boris, Jeff, Anouk, Natalia, Annalisa, Tenzin, Anais, Lara, and all our wonderful translators. This couldn't have happened without you. If you would like to support our cause and learn more about our projects, please visit our websites at o2forindia.com or isavedalife.charity. Feel free to promote this event on your social media in order to raise awareness and generosity. We look forward to having you join our family of compassionate givers. Thank you.